Hello friends, let's join sea fishermen to catch scallops in the East Sea. Every morning at 3:30, fishermen start launching their boats out to sea. Scallops are a variation of saltwater clams. Many people see scallops on the menu of their favorite seafood restaurant. However, there are two types of scallops: bay scallops and sea scallops. Most of the time when you see scallops on any restaurant menu, they are sea scallops. Sea scallops are much larger than flying scallops and are much easier to raise. So almost always, if there's scallops on the menu, it's probably sea scallops. This distinction is important in the world of scallops. They are much smaller than sea scallops, but have a much sweeter taste. Besides the delicious meal that scallops can provide during the day, they are also a fun treat to catch. I often think of clamming as an Easter egg hunt for both adults and children. How to catch scallops? Catching scallops is quite simple, as is hunting for Easter eggs. Go out there and find me. It's really just that simple. There are designated areas in Florida known as scallop hotspots, primarily along Florida's nature coast. Your best bet is to go to one of these areas of Florida like Homosassa, Crystal River, or Steinachie. These areas in Florida have plenty of scallops for everyone to enjoy every year. Sure, some years have more scallops than others, but scallops numbers are usually attainable. Florida scallop season, rules and limits. This term refers to catching your legal limit of scallops for the day. The current legal limit is 2 gallons of whole in the shell scallops per person per day, or 1 liter of scallop meat clean scallops per person per day. There's also a daily bag limit, which relates to the total number of scallops that can be harvested per boat. Currently, the scallop bag limit is 10 gallons per boat. Currently, the scallop bag limit is 10 gallons per boat. No more than 10 gallons of whole scallops can be harvested from a single boat, regardless of passengers or boat size. The 10-gallon limit usually means reach your limit. Finally, scallop season typically lasts from July 1st to September 10th. However, You should follow current regulations as scallop season typically varies from year to year plus a week or two. Clam fishing gear is quite different from your traditional fishing gear. No amount of rod, line, lure, or weight can catch a scallop. The only way to catch scallops is to get into the water yourself and chase them. Seasoned scallops often come with a set of quality flippers, a mask, and of course a mesh bag included. Once you've got your limit of scallops, it is time to clean those scallops. Oftentimes, cleaning scallops is more of a challenge and time-consuming process than catching the scallops. As seen in the pictures, the inside of a scallop is pretty messy. There's no nice way of saying this, but you basically need to remove the guts and keep the meat. That little white muscle in there is what you are after. All the other stuff is junk. Most people will catch their scallops and then head back to their marina, docks, boat ramp, whatever it might be, before cleaning their scallops. This is why during scallop season you will see people sitting on the banks, docks, and boats shucking scallops, and even a few young entrepreneurs offering to clean your scallop for a small fee. This is the method I prefer. By putting the scallops on ice before heading back to the docks, you give the scallop time to open up. Scallops will shut themselves when you catch them most of the time anyways as a defense mechanism. Getting them on ice and allowing them some time to open up will save you a lot of cleaning time once back on land. With all your gear, dive along the surface, often in 3 to 6 feet of water in search of the elusive mussels. Scallops move upside down like lobsters. However, in most cases, the clam will be right in front of your eyes, ready to eat. There is no secret to catching oysters like catching lobsters. Simply scoop the scallops into a mesh bag and keep kicking those flippers. The key to finding the limit of scallops is to cover as much ground as possible. So keep those fins moving while you scoop out the scallops. I usually try to grab the scallop from behind because in rare cases, the scallop will start to swim away when it sees your hand approaching. You don't have to have your fingers pinched by clams many times before you learn this trick. According to me and many other clams, you can hear noises in the snorkel when they are clamped. The most important part of scallop season is to stay safe and have a great time with friends and family. As I mentioned, this is a fantastic family event and can even become quite the competition for those competitive families out there like mine. For those that don't have a boat, there are plenty of fishing guides that are willing to take you out for a day of scalloping. In all honesty, if you have not spent much time exploring the nature coast of Florida in a boat, you are better off hiring a guide. The best cooking method for scallops is another debatable topic. There are countless scallop recipes out there. Until recently, our favorite was to saute the scallops in garlic and olive oil and toss them in some pasta with Alfredo sauce. Now we have discovered the art of grilling scallops. In my opinion, grilling scallops on a half shell is the way to go. The meat is super tender and the flavors pop. One word of caution on cooking scallops, regardless of grilling or sauteing: do not overcook them.
As the pile gets higher and higher, it becomes a lot more difficult to load the boat. The top of the pile is about 18 feet above the water line right now, so the oysters need to go all the way up to the top of the boat.
They only need a few minutes between both sides and they are done. Overcooked scallops are chewy and, well, they suck.